Yet another gorgeous day on tap. We're feeling pretty cool, though. Took off the jacket once we came inside. But Chris Mulcahy joining us here in the Live Impact studio. And is this unusual? Is this kind of unusually warm for us?
Absolutely. Yeah, we should be in the mid 60s, but this morning, those parts of like Morganton only dropped down to like 59, 55. So yeah, that's really nice. And this morning we only dropped down to the upper 40s. That's better than the last couple of mornings dropped down to the lower 40s. So we're really good. What's really also unusual is how cold we're going to get. It's really tough for us to find that median. So check it out. Over the next 7 days, our temperature ranges, 5 of the next 7 are going to be in the 60s and 70s, but 2 of those days are going to be in the 40s and 50s for highs. So that really just puts some perspective about how cool we're going to be. Right now, our current conditions kicking off here at 9:41. It's 62 degrees around Charlotte. Not too much of a wind chill factor because when we're above 50 degrees, it really isn't too much of a situation. And our winds are now averaging anywhere from about 5 to 12 miles per hour. So that is showing that we have a gentle breeze out and about. Occasional gusts up to 20 miles per hour will be a possibility. So most of us in the lower to the mid 60s, only exception Boone at 51, where even the Boone area is about to get into the 60s as well. Current temperatures elsewhere, we also have 61 around Salisbury and 64 for you over in Sherrod. So for your November 6th, it's going to be another bright and beautiful day. Lots and lots of sunshine, as we have been seeing over the last few days. We saw some upper-level clouds as a front passed yesterday, right when that big moon was rising up. Well, that sunshine's going to stick with us, maybe some upper-level clouds a little bit later on, but still the mid to the upper 60s. But since that front did pass, it shifted winds out of the north and northeast instead of the southwest. That's why today is a little bit cooler with highs in the upper 60s, but still a fantastic day. Overnight tonight, we're back down to the lower 40s. So literally the last couple of days outside of what we had this morning was 41 and 42 for a low. We're going to be right back to where we kicked off our Wednesday and our Tuesday morning. And tonight's forecast looks to be clear, nothing really to mention. Overall light winds, pretty decent start right when the sun's rising up, right around 6:50. Tomorrow for your Friday, the big difference is the clouds. So we're seeing a mix of cloud and sunshine throughout the day. Winds not too harsh, nothing like yesterday. And highs getting into the lower 70s. But then here we go. Charlotte FC, Game 3.
What?
Do you think we're going to win?
Oh, it's going to be close.
I think so.
It's going to be a nail biter. But yes, we have to.
Yeah. But, well, and see, by the way, as far as Charlotte sports, we know who we are. It's just nice to be here.
It's nice to be here.
Yes.
Right.
So we're happy about that. But
let's win.
Just moving on to the next round. That's all we need.
It's attitude.
Yeah.
If you go in saying, "Oh yeah, no problem.
That's
we're
great.
gonna win."
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
Need a little swagger.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't even think we're going to need penalty kicks. I think it's just going to be outright.
Straight
Just
out.
clean.
Yeah.
Clean win.
Yeah, I'm calling a 2-1 win.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Just call right here. Replay this on Monday. It's going to be a decent forecast starting in the lower 60s, and temperatures don't move too much, ending, I would say, in the upper 50s. And rain, I think, is going to hold off because we are looking at 2 pulses of rain. One's going to be overnight into Saturday morning, and the other one is going to be Saturday night into Sunday morning. Saturday evening is the most interesting part of all this because, believe it or not, this is how weird of a forecast this is. We have a low risk for severe storms for areas south, really south of I-85. I've been calling for thunderstorms for a chance for this, but I think the time of day is going to be in our favor, so I'm still going to keep the thunderstorm chance around. I think that's a good possibility. Just if they're going to be severe or not, I think we're just outside of that, but let me show you anyways. So this is Saturday morning at 4 a.m. At that point, I think we have some pretty hefty rain around the foothills and the mountains, and as it works its way towards Charlotte, it starts to fade out. So at 7 o'clock, I think we still have a cloudy sky when we're waking up, or at least some breaks in the clouds, and then you're going to see some passing rain. But then what's going to happen is we're going to see those clouds start to erode. But then watch. Here is 10 p.m. on Saturday, seeing some scattered showers and storms down here in South Carolina. And then they're quickly passing. And then by about 5 a.m., I think that we're in the clear. And you might have a lingering rain shower heading into your Sunday, where Sunday, I think, is more clouds than sunshine by the end of it. But it should be dry for the Panthers game. Meanwhile, behind the front that's bringing all this rain, we're going to cool down to 47 degrees for a high. The last time that we had a high in the 40s around Charlotte was February 21st, 2025. That was 259 days ago. So put some perspective about how long it's been. So we are calling for just impact days. These aren't alert days. These are just letting you know, hey, this is the time that you're going to see an inconvenience of the weather, especially starting off at 28 degrees on your Tuesday morning. That means extra layers for the kids. Some of you might be turning the heat on for the very first time, and that's over a 2-day span. So I would say jackets and heaters the big need. Also, check out our wind chills. This is 8 a.m. on Tuesday. I think they could go as low as around 0 to -1 up in the high country, feeling like the lower 20s on Tuesday morning because there still will be an active breeze. So our Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast shows that 69 to 74 is definitely my favorite part of the 7-day forecast. But luckily, that big cool down that we have on Monday and Tuesday is going to be short-lived. Highs either side of 50. 51 degrees for your Veterans Day. I think we still have a chance at least the lower to the mid-30s around freezing for your Wednesday, and then that's going to return us to normal. We should be roughly around the mid-60s for this time of the season. That's exactly where we're going to be. So this forecast that we're about to be under, 47-51, is more like January.
Ooh.
Literally more like what we averaged the middle of January in the lower 50s and lows around freezing. So this is an exceptional cool down. So that means realistically, the 74 we have here is more true of what you would expect for the middle part of October. And then meanwhile, you have days later, it feels more like the mid part of January. So yeah, all over the place, but eventually it feels like November come Wednesday.
All right. And so look at all those sports icons.
A lot of sports.
Icons.
That's fantastic.
Busy.
We need one game at a time, though.
Yeah.
One game at a time.
But
We're gonna win.
the checkers will be happening at the same time as the
is that
Charlotte
right?
FC,
Yes.
and also the same time as the Ascent. So hockey will be going on the same time as the two soccer games, just let you know, or football, whatever you call it.
Football. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Charlotte.
I'm feeling good about it.
Yes.
Yay.
All right, here we go.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Beautiful day again. We're getting spoiled here in the Queen City.